Julie, and it is summertime right now and it is hot out, and as much as I absolutely love the effect that a lot of different kinds of tea have on my skin and my rosacea and my overall health for that matter, it's hot. So I thought I would just do a little video on a trick that is not really that creative, but it hadn't occurred to me until just a few years ago, and it has really made a difference for me. There are certain kinds of tea that I feel are absolutely great for skin. That includes green tea. This one has caffeine in it, however it's also sold without caffeine. By the way, it's not these brands. These are just the ones that were on sale at the store or that were the quality that I was looking for. There's also this. I buy this in bulk. It looks a little sketchy when you keep it in the baggie like that, but look, it's from the Bulk Barn. So this is just ginger turmeric green tea as well. This is probably one of my favorites. In fact, it's one of my two favorites. The other being this one from SBT Seabuckthorn. This is the loose tea version, and this is the bagged tea version. This one is Seabuckthorn tea. Really, really good. Very tasty, very good for the skin. So that's all well and good to say, but what do you do in the summertime when you don't want to be sitting there with a hot beverage and you want to drink something cool? So iced tea. So to make iced tea, you do the exact same thing as you would do for regular tea, except you let it sit a little bit longer, and then you put it in the fridge. So basically just do it as though you were making an entire pot instead of just a cup of tea. So I would use 2 to 3 bags of this. Maybe 1 to 2 bags of this will do a whole pot. And by the way, this is not a sponsored video. None of these brands have anything to do with what I'm doing here, and I'm not being paid for any of my opinions here. I just thought this was very useful, especially in the hotter months. Put in the tea bags, boil up water as usual, add the boiling water, let it steep for a good length of time, depending on which one it is. This one says to steep for 4 minutes, so I would probably do closer to 5 for iced tea, just because I do like it to be a little stronger. Otherwise, if you like it the same strength, just do 4 minutes or fewer if you like a good weak one. This one's longer. This one says, the Seabuckthorn tea says steep for 10 to 15 minutes. I normally go to the 15-minute side of that. I would use the loose tea version of that as well. I'm really into loose teas right now. So, yep, so you just boil that up as per usual, and then pour it, once it's cooled down, or if you've got a heat-proof pitcher, pour it into the pitcher and throw that into the fridge. It's best if you just have it straight up, just like that, but if you don't like your tea just straight, and you need it sweetened or altered, a little squeeze of lemon juice goes a long way. You can also add a little touch of honey. In my opinion, the best honey to add would be raw honey, because it's still it hasn't been pasteurized, it hasn't had all the enzymes and all the goodness kind of cooked out of it and broken down. But you know, any honey will do. It's a lot better than you know, processed sugars and things like that. But, and honey is very, very good for the skin. You may have seen one of my previous videos where I've actually used it directly on the skin in a face mask, which I do all the time now, probably once to twice a week. I absolutely love that. So I have actually been using Manuka honey. I don't know if eating Manuka honey is as good for your skin as actually applying it to the skin, but that's what I have in the house now, because that's what I use to make my face mask, so that's what I eat. So I figure it can't hurt. And so if you need it a little bit sweetened, you can just add a touch of that, stir it in, and then just enjoy that. And you can go through as much of that as you want, and it is wonderful. So you get all the huge benefits of green tea, the cooling benefits, the antioxidant benefits of green tea, all the omegas and flavonoids and other nutrients from the Seabuckthorn tea. And because there are so many great teas like this, it always gives you a great option to try. So you don't have to fall back on sugary drinks like juices or pop, soda, anything like that. Energy drinks, you can just get rid of those altogether. They just cause flare-ups anyway. So skip those and just have lots and lots of different flavors of tea. I've had hibiscus tea at night lately. I don't have that here because I apparently forgot to bring it with me, but it makes a really pretty pink tea, and it's not caffeinated, and it's very soothing, and it also doesn't irritate my skin. So I use that I drink that in the evening, and recently I discovered that's good as a nice tea as well. So you know, a few years ago, I always thought that it was just black tea or orange pekoe that was good for an iced tea, but it turns out you can iced tea pretty much all of your favorites and they come out very, very tasty. So I hope this helped you. Maybe you already had this idea and it's only kind of new to me, but you know, in case it hadn't occurred to you to try it out with all of the other flavors that are great for your skin, there you go. And yeah, so if you did like this video, I hope you'll give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like this, or my product tests, or other things that I talk about with rosacea and sensitive skin, then I hope you will subscribe to my channel, because I make new videos every Sunday and Thursday. And other than that, I guess I will see you next time.